Okay, we're back once again, this time with a Zhong game. The hippie is going to be playing Zhong in this game. It is a win, which we don't necessarily do, but we'll have a look over this one. 8, 9, and 13 he goes in this game. So he actually goes negative in this game overall, which, you know, sometimes that happens. He is in Plat 3 at the moment, and he sent this one in. How do you think you played? Despite getting invaded, I feel I kept my lane down nicely. I do feel that judging by my late Warlock's stacks, my farm could have been better, and I think I could have rotated here and there, but I got a bit tempted by kill potential in lane here and there. Okay, last bit of the game did you struggle with? See above. Well, I'm guessing you just said it from the other one. And what aspects of the game did you feel comfortable with? Killing everyone but Baxes. Okay, well, we'll see how this one plays out. I'll just quickly move that away, and we're underway in this game. So, boot start, 1 health potion, 1 ward. That's kind of fine, your mobility. First thing to check in with who you're going to be up against in lane. Well, you're Zhong, and you're going to be up against, across the way, I'm guessing. Well, we don't have to guess. Looks like it's going to be a Humbat's lane, which is something we don't see too often. Humbat's solo lane potential. He's kind of underestimated. He's not too bad in the solo lane, in all honesty. People underestimate how much wave clear he's got with his overhand smash. So the one thing you've got to be careful of is the crits and taking overhand smash damage, and keeping an eye on when those monkeys are going to jump to you, because if the monkeys jump to you, be ready for the potential of being attacked. Now, early on you bought a ward. Early on you bought a ward. Where are you going to put that ward, hippie? Where are you going to put that ward, buddy? You're going to put it. You're going to put it down after the invasion's already happened. Rest in pepperonis. Not much you could do about that. Once it's down, it's down. That's pretty much end all be all. Luckily though, they don't take your blue buff, which is good. So you don't actually fall that far behind just yet. Or do you? Wait, did you have a ward? Am I confused? Oh, they came from that angle. Okay. Alright, the ward wouldn't have really saved you, I'll be honest. If you would have got there a little bit earlier, you probably could have warded a bit deeper over this sort of way here. But if you would have done that, you probably would have got caught as well. This happens sometimes when you do get invaded and you can't help it even if you do have a ward there. It's just going to happen. I'm not going to blame you for that now as much as I first did, because I didn't think you had a ward. Decision to rotate to lane instead of going for the blue buff kind of makes sense as you saw Carly and Humbat's coming over that ward, but you should know they're coming in behind you. So you want to clear this wave as quick as you can, and stay in the minion wave to give protection from them, and use the minion wave for protection if you need it. But they're not going to rotate in on you, so everything's going to be fine. Careful about the over-aggression right now. Level 2, looking for wave clear. Back up. Be careful with the auto attacks. Don't forget your auto attacks, ranged auto attacks reduce your movement speed by 35%. So when you stand there to try an auto attack, you can really put yourself in a bad spot. You're okay for now though, because you pretty much already cleared the wave. You've got good lane control, which should happen during the early stage with Mercury and Zhong. Just going to be careful about how far forward you end up standing all the time. Good damage.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Throw a card! Throw a card! Throw a card! Why don't you throw a card? Did you not have mana? Is that why you didn't throw the card? Maybe I'm just being stupid. No, you had enough mana for the card. Or did you not? Maybe I'm lying. I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've watched a replay where I had to keep an eye on mana bars. Yeah, you're right, mana. Okay, that's why you didn't throw a card. That makes some sense now. What does it? 70? You've got enough! Where's the card? Card that girl! Card her in the face now, she's dead. Oh, you really want the exorcism so bad then? That's what ended up getting you killed, I'm guessing? No, you're gonna get away.
I do not just kill.
But no blue buff online. You want to be pushing this wave and then getting your blue. That's the plan now. Wave and blue, wave and blue. Blue, 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 blue. Go now, go now, go now. That's it. Get your blue buff, sustain back up. You denied Humbat's a whole wave, so you've got an advantage in this lane now.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your right tower is under attack.
You put your ward down, which is good. It's not the worst position in the world to put it in. The problem with that ward where you placed it, Hippie, it does give vision of the red buff, but the problem with that is that you're giving yourself an opportunity to get attacked through this angle here. This is a kind of a normal rotation that could happen out of the jungler as well. If they've not got camps up and they're just going to rotate for the kill on you in the lane, you're giving it up. If they go for mid harpies, which is spawning in about 20 seconds time, and rotate through here, you have potential of being ganked on. So that ward there, not as good as you may think. It's probably better being positioned a bit over here, a little bit more. Can find out what number you're on again. There we go.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So keep it in poked under the tower, keep him pushed, keep trying to deny him as many creeps as possible. Respect his overhand smash is the one key to this fight. I like the fact you didn't try doing the exorcism there, just keep it up ready for the next minion wave. Just want to keep him low down as possible. Didn't catch the whole minion wave with that, which was pretty not great because it's going to give him a chance to come in there and clear that whole wave out.
Your left tower is under attack.
Right. Nice to Sylvanas game. Would you have lived? Would you have lived? Holy moly, that took forever. Okay, so in that engagement, there it goes on your screen right there. This is kind of madness. But I probably would have played this differently. I probably would have died for this, but what I would have said is this. There's two options very, very soon in this little engagement. Right now, he's jumped into the minion wave. He is level 5, you are level 6. You do have a wave of experience advantage as you're already aware of because you denied that earlier on. So you do have an innate advantage over him at the moment. He just used his overhand smash and he also just used his monkeys to clear this wave out. Which means he's only got his leap and he's only got his ultimate available. They're the only two things he should have available to him right now. Hog is also down. No minion wave coming in. You've got no vision of where everybody is in the map. That's another point because you shouldn't really be thinking about that, I guess, at this point in the fight. You could have exorcism in there. When he jumps on you here, when he goes for this jump, you now know the only thing he's got available is Fear No Evil. So you could preemptively use your ultimate and start dealing damage to force him away from you. You've also got exorcism available and your stun. So you could actually ult the moment he does this leap as well to get yourself in a better position. Or the other option is run for the hills because you think you're getting ganked. You kind of can't make your mind up. So you take a lot of poke. Now with Athena coming in, that was a great pull. Now ult immediately is what should have happened. I guess you're still trying to save it. It's a dead monkey. Where's your ult? Where's your ult? Ult was very, very late. You tried to save your ult and I'm not sure why. It does so much damage. You probably would have got more out of it if you would have ulted earlier. Humbats would have died quicker. If you would have ulted after you got pulled in, Humbats would have died quicker than trying to use that card. He'd already used the jump into the fight anyway, so you should have known he couldn't jump back out again to escape. There was no other way of getting out of that. So ulting earlier means you would have got more damage out in that fight. You would have had your card and exorcism available then for when the rest of the team does turn up. There's not massive amounts you could have done differently there, in all honesty. I mean, you should have known when he leapt in something crazy was happening. Like, who's going to leap on you when he just uses overhand smash and his monkey? Unless he's either going to kill you. He's going for a kill, which means you should either back the hell away and just go straight back to tower, or pop your ultimate and fight and try and hope you can kill him before the rotation. Which, theoretically, you probably could have done then. Back again though, she's a Magi online, so you got mobility online. Probably should have been looking for beads soon as well. But you went for the wall coverage, which is fine. You know his ultimate is going to be down for a bit, so you should be looking to go aggressive on this. He's still behind, so don't be scared to poke him down and keep the pressure on him. When you did come back to the lane as well, this is the one thing about solo lane that's slightly different. You just want to be looking at your lane opponent as often as possible and see what he's got available. So see what you can do. He's got 1 health potion and only combat boots. So you are technically ahead here. You can try and put the pressure on. That was good poke. Try and make him burn this health potion. I'm fine with you not spamming abilities to clear this wave out. Just use your autos. It's all good. More poke onto him. That's lovely poke. Lovely, lovely, lovely poke. Now you try to freeze the wave. This is a good call. This is one thing a lot of people don't realise as well. Freezing the wave is quite important. The more you can deny from him getting enraged means he's going to miss experience and gold. This big creep's going to die to the minion wave now, so he loses 1 bit of experience right now. He should lose this creep as well, probably 2. If he does walk up, that's exactly what you're looking to do when he walks up here, is to try and put the aggression back on again. If the card would have connected, it would have been a worse situation for him to be in. You want to keep poking him and try and get him under the tower, make him lose the gold to the tower, which is important now as well. Now he should be dead here. There we go. Nice pick up, but once again, a great stun coming out as well, Hippie. That was nice. You should escape this. Just walk away. Don't fight this. Or maybe you can. Risky to fight it. Risky fight. Risky fight, but it paid off. Very, very nicely done in the end.
Oh, that was close.
It was risky, but you trust in your own instinctive play, which is good. Always remember though, Sylvanas with double dots is very, very painful. You do have exorcism yourself and a heal, but so does he. So you played that really, really well. Go back to base again. Beads? Beads, maybe? Do you only have enough for a potion and that Warlock Sash Rush? It looks like that was the case. Probably should have had that. Yeah, you don't have enough. Okay, it's fine. Just having that Beads rank 1 could really help you out because of the team that you're up against as well. So now he's got no ultimate, which means you should be going full aggressive. He's out of mana as well right now. You've got wards online. You should probably be putting a ward down then. You have the opportunity to go and place a ward. He can't deal with you going to place his ward here, Joachim. He can't do anything about this. So you can just walk over here and put the ward down. So you put the ward down over here, you've already got vision. You might even realise the blue buff is available too. You should have some understanding the blue buff's probably available because yours is also online right about now. So you had a chance to place a free ward there. It's only a small thing, but it's a thing that could help you out. You're trying to play lane freeze in here, which I like, but you should be warding. There we go. There we go. And you get experience from the minions. Ooh, that's a bit overly aggressive. Bit overly aggressive. You didn't really need to do that. You still not place that ward though, which I don't understand why you've not. Pop the health potion preemptively, you're forcing him back. Okay, push this wave in, ward, and go and check the blue. Push this wave in, ward, go check the blue. Oh, we got a back farm, proxy farm. You saw the blue buff then. I'm just saying. You could have had the blue buff. Instead, Kali's going to come over. And how are we going to get out of this trouble? Stun. Just going to watch this fight all the way through in slow before I actually try and comment on what went on in it. And if there's anything else you could have done. You know Giannis is coming too now, you've got no other forms of escape. You're trying to duke out when you're going to get any reinforcements whatsoever. You're probably dead. Yes, you are. Okay, so that was overly aggressive, but what could we have done differently? What could we have done differently in this fight? So you see Kali. Now you don't always know this, but if we have a quick check we can just see what boots she's got. She has the same mobility as you right now. But what's the difference between you and her? She has a stun and a jump. You have one, you have a slow and you have a stun. So what could you do in this situation? Well, if you burn your stun, that's pretty much all the CC you've got to get away from her. But she's just burned hers. So with her burning the stun, the first thing that should be on your mind is card and walk back to tower. This is what should have really happened. First of all, you should have gone for the blue buff. I agree. You should have gone for the blue buff instead of that back farm and take the blue buff and deny it away from Humbats. But instead, you know, we're in this situation now. She's already used her stun on you. You should be looking to card her and walk back to tower. Instead, you choose to stun. The card doesn't hit because the moment you use the stun is the moment she's going to leap to close the gap again. Okay? Now, she's just used her jump as well. So you should just be running here. Instead, you turn to fight, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why you turn to fight. I don't think you're going to have the damage to kill them all. Now you see Giannis's portal coming in too, and then you're like, wow, poop, I'm really screwed now. You had a lot of options to get out here. Instead, you chose to fight. I guess it's just one of those things of being Zhong that you're like, well, I guess I just stand and fight. I think you could have got out of this by just walking back to tower. You may have needed to pop your ultimate, but if you would have landed the card, instead of using the stun straight away on Kali, if you would have just landed, if you would have just started walking away when your card comes off cooldown, card her in the face, that would have slowed her down enough to force her to jump. When she jumps, you hit your stun. When the stun is over, you're back in tower range by then, quite easily.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
I mean, the other thing as well, like you said about the steroid, you know, she's got a steroid because of a stun that increases her damage. Well, in that case, you probably should have used your ultimate the moment afterwards instead.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Instead of trying to use the stun as the escape, you probably should have just popped your ultimate and started running. And just gone for home. Like, staying around was just greedy. I think staying in that fight wasn't greedy, just a really bad mistake in all fairness. You didn't have to fight that, you were out. You were relatively out of that fight. You should have definitely been out of that fight thinking about it. The more and more I do. I mean, checking in with Humbats as well, what did he have then? Yeah, he's not even got boost 3, so they wouldn't have both been able to chase you at full pelt. With your stun, with your slows. Bit of a tower dive coming out there. You'd lead in Suntouch into a bad spot. If Suntouch dies there, that's kind of your fault. That is your fault. If he dies, that is your fault. But it works out for the good, it seems. Or does it? Or does it? Oh, Yana stole the kill. You're still gonna die. Okay. This was a mistake that you need to fix. It's something a lot of people don't realise, but you bait people. Someone like Suntouch is a good player, right? Suntouch understands the game, and he understands the back and forth of how the game goes. What you did here is you led him to believe that you also understood exactly what was going on in this engagement. This is what happened in this little engagement that led him to believe that. When you dive this tower right now and start doing this damage, Suntouch is like, okay bro, we're going in. This is what you're saying to him. He's also been able to check very, very quickly by looking at your ultimate on here. He can see your ultimate's available. And he's like, yo, we're going ham right now. We're going ham right now. That's what it says to him. And he knows you're diving and you're going to be tanking this for him so he can dive. He's expecting you to ult and go all in with him. What happens is you go all the way up, miss the exorcism, and then try and leave. The problem is Suntouch has now gone in. You see how he's gone in there? He's gone in to try and follow up on what you started, thinking you're still going in. And in doing so, you put Sun in a very, very awkward position now. Because he's like, oh, no. He was also looking to try and take the tower down as well, which was the other opportunity to do as well there. The fight turns around quite nicely. But the problem being is Suntouch took so much free poke that this fight gets turned around nastily for him. This could have been a lot worse for you, in fairness. Because Carly could have got a triple there. I think she only gets one. But she could have got a triple. Instead, he honestly gets a triple, which is unfortunate.
Your left tower is under attack.
Back online again though, you've lost the tower now. That was just because of the push that happened afterwards, there's nothing more than that happened. It's a bit of crazy lane in all honesty. I mean, for you to be 5-3 and 2, you've not done anything apart from stay in lane. There's just been a lot of fighting over here 24/7. But now you should be looking for, well, you've already done it. You pushed the lane in, you're already looking for a rotation to mid lane. Might be able to get some free poke down. Not going to find anything. You've already lost your towers, so you'd have to worry about it pushing a little bit more. They're going for the Gold Fury. You should be looking to protect the team of the Gold Fury here. And help them out. This is a perfect opportunity for a lot of burst. You're forced to jump. There should be a free Gold Fury for your team now. Zone in duty. I love the decision you make here. Hippie to go at zone in duty and not to try and stand there. You're taking a lot of poke from that, but I'm glad you've got beats now. They get Gold Fury and you get out. If you live, it's fine. Even if you die, it's still fine. It's still worthwhile. Get out. That's a very lazy back. It was a very, very lazy back is the only issue I had with that. You should have possibly died for that lazy back. You should have gone back to your middle tower and recalled behind it. Just for the safety factor. Now you come back over here to try and clean up, but you've got no real chase potential because you're a waddling Zhong with not a whole lot. I think you're going to turn up and there's not going to be enough for you to do. You're going to get an assist for just existing. There's nothing else for you to really do around here. You might as well still blue buff, I guess. Ward was a bit redundant there in all fairness that you just put down as well. So just notice what you did there, Hippie. I just want to go back through this one little thing. So you based. We see you get hit to base after that engagement. Now, this is a whole minute of you doing nothing. We don't even need to talk, just watch.
Your middle killing spree.
Just watch. One wave of experience. And a blue buff experience. And then we're back in. That was a whole minute of just wandering. Meanwhile, there's like free farm in the left-hand lane for you. Sorry, in yeah, your left-hand lane. Or the right-hand lane, as the minimap shows. That you could have gone and taken your own blue buffs up as well. And you're missing experience to the tower now because of the rotation you just made for your blue buff.
Your middle tower
Where are you going?
under attack. Your team has destroyed a middle enemy.
Hippie! Did you...
Your right tower is under attack.
you kill him, but... That was really, really odd. This whole little...
Tower is under attack.
So, just watch this back. You come into lane, you come to this side of the map, you ignore one wave of experience. Ignore one wave of experience. You ignore the blue buff.
Your middle tower is under
You ignore another wave of experience. Not just experience, but gold too. And this is why your Warlock Sash stacks are so low. You mentioned this in your after game analysis of when you sent it in. Your Warlock stacks are so low because you're just like, just leave an experience at the wayside. Then you consider going to backdoor this tower, which is I think was the whole gameplay. I can hit this in 2 hits and be dead. But then you see Monkey Man turns up. You do get the kill, but that was really weird. That was really weird. 2 waves of experience and a blue buff of experience you missed. Suntouch got all of that. That's also why Suntouch is ahead of you in experience now as well, even though he's 9-1-1, which will help a little bit. I mean, Suntouch isn't going to be upset about that because he's getting donated free experience from a solo lane that doesn't seem to want it.
Your right tower is under attack.
Then you overextend. Oh, hippie. Just small misplays that you're doing that don't make sense. It's just small little mistakes that just don't make some sense. Like this one. What are we doing here? What's the plan? Protect Suntouch. Okay, I'm down. Protect Suntouch where he sees with the red buff. But your HP is kind of low. You don't have sprint to escape if you get chased down. One slow from Zhong. Slows really hurt Zhong. Slows really hurt Zhong, and Giannis has slows. And you try to aggress, you see Kali come around the corner, you're like, well, now I'm dead. It's silly. Little bit silly there.
Right tower is under attack.
Just made no sense to be there with no wall coverage. There was nothing for you to really farm. I can understand you being in this sort of position though to protect Suntouch while he stole it, but you should have been over this sort of way, standing there just watching for the in case they come in, and then carding them if they do. Suntouch will get visioned by the card, and you be in this position so he knows to get out. But you just standing that far forward and trying to go aggressive, just ended your own life really.
Your right tower is unstoppable.
Biggest issue is there's not a whole lot of farming coming out here. There's a whole lot of firing, but not a whole lot of farming.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your right Phoenix is under attack.
Oh, hippie!
Your team has destroyed a left.
You just walked back to lane. You just walked back to lane and it happened
Your
again.
middle tower is under attack. Your team has destroyed. Your right Phoenix is under attack.
There's not a whole lot to talk about that one. The tower goes down, you walk up to a full house Sylvanas and Anher. As Zhong, who's not stacked yet, you're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a bad time if you do that. So 2 unnecessary deaths in a row. That I can see straight off. Those 2 were needed, you missed a lot of experience. You're checking with, where's Hombat's at now? He's still 2 levels behind you. Like, you should be like level 17 by now. You should easily be level 17. If you would have took all the farm that you saw along the way, you'd be level 17, he'd be level 30, so you'd have a 4 level lead. Instead, like, he's still level 15.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Not again. This is getting painful. I feel so sorry. That one's just brutal. You're like, spawn, dead, spawn, dead. So, we'll watch it from a few seconds away. I don't think there's a lot to comment on this one, honestly, but...
Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh, no. Can I do it properly, please? Thank you. Do back harpies, that's fine. Speed buffs due up soon. Yeah, just rest in pepperonis. There's nothing... I can't even give you any advice on that. Just rip. Rip. There's nothing you can do there. Team wasn't in a position to do anything about it. You weren't technically out of position, you just didn't have wall coverage from the team. And you died again. That's just painful too. Okay, we're back online though. We're not dead yet. We've been alive more than 10 seconds. This is good. This is good. We're going to get our blue buff. We're going to get back to farming. This is good. All good stuff.
Killing spree.
What's our plan here? What's our plan? Ultimate. A little bit greedy. You're going to get the kill out of it, I guess, because nobody followed in, but now you're not got ultimate for when the girl Carly turns up to fight you. Don't be fighting this. Do not be fighting this. Card and get out. Right, Agony coming over the back really did help you out. You still got exorcism available. Good stun. Oh, the card was unlucky. If you hit that card, she was dead. Went around, you missed the battle. Around in the circle here. Sun touch is huge. I like that, the one little play that you did there, Hippie, is actually really interesting. Like, Carly was over here, they had two people on him, you were like, nah, I'm just going to ignore it and go for Giannis because I know I wasn't going to get there in time. I like that call. It was a small call, but it was a good call. It was a really good call. It shows you the mentality that you understand what you're supposed to be doing and they're going to go for fire. Tank this up for your team, like, just tank this one up. You don't need the damage. No, 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 why are you dropping it? 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 You dropping this gives these guys aggro, meaning they do less damage, meaning this goes down a lot slower. Okay? You dropping that was not the best decision in the world. You're 2 seconds until your cooldowns are back up again. You should be tanking this still. You should have still tanked this buff. On top of that, you probably should have been stood around here. You should have been stood around here tanking it. So the moment you get out, you can get out this way. If you were dropping as low as you did, you seem to be a lot squishier than expected for some reason. But you should have just backed out and gone this way around and left over through this exit here. You shouldn't have stuck around so long. So we've realised the rest of your team's got ridiculous amounts of damage, so you're just going to rely on yourself to be a frontline tank to an extent. You're just not very tanky yet because your Warlock slash stacks is still low. German Isolation Online though, I like. Witchblade, did you really need it? It is against Carly. Has anyone else bought one? No. You're going to be a frontline tank to an extent. Okay, I'm down. I'm down. It's not something you'd commonly see on him, but it's not the worst thing in the world you could have built. Not the worst thing in the world you could have built. It'll help in team fights to an extent, but he's probably going to focus you in team fights anyway, so maybe look at getting, I don't know, do we really want Cursed Blade? Movement speed's good. I don't know, do I like it? I don't know if I personally like it or would prefer Mid-Guardian Male. I know the value's good in it as well, but I'm just not so sure. We're back again anyway. Online. It seems like a relatively quick game of fast, furious paced fighting in the solo lane, followed by multiple deaths of crazy positioning. Like, Mid-Guardian Male could have helped you out just because you'll be slowing him all the time as well, which would help keep you alive, especially getting on her as well. Where are we? What are we doing? What's this play? You've been playing fine to an extent, like you've been caught out of position a couple of times, which you've been a bit... One it has been your fault, of like, what are you doing? And this one is another, what are you doing moment. So, Sun Touch is in trouble, so you're propping Sprint to get in range of the Sun Touch fight. Okay, I get that. Sun Touch still alive though, and it looks like Bats is going to go down now. You help with Bats. Bats is out. Giannis is ulting. And you're chasing a kill. Sun Touch is leaving, he has no health. You're only with Athena now, and you continue chasing the kill. This is not a good play. This is the mistake you're making. You're looking to finish him off, but you've not got anything apart from ultimate to finish him. You're going to walk into 2, and then that's going to be like, well, now I'm stuck. We're just going to watch you slowly die. We don't call that baited and outsmarted, we just call that was just silly. That was just silly. You didn't have to zone out, like they were going to come round. You chase after a kill, you didn't have to chase, you know? Chase after a kill, you don't have to chase. You got to think about, what do we get out of killing? In this stage of the game, we're 23 minutes in. The Humbats is level 16 with Ancile. Level 16 with Ancile. He's not going to be doing a whole lot. He's not going to be doing a whole lot in these fights at all. He's still only level 16 anyway. Is it that big of an importance to kill him? No. No, it's not. What's a bigger threat? Carly, as you said before, and her's even a bigger threat right now at 6, 7, and 1 with his build coming online. He's actually going for the Unicorn build as well. Which, Unicorn, I don't know about you, against your team comp, whether it would be that good. I don't know. Not particularly, I don't think. Or maybe it's a Sylvanas. Well, we'll wait for you to come online again. For the 8th time, sorry, 9th time of asking, we'll wait for you to come online. Hopefully you'll be online soon. We're back. We're back once again. In this crazy game of watching you throw your life away like it means nothing to you. What's the plan here, Hippie? What's the plan? Talk to me. What's the plan? What's the plan? I'm trying to work out what your mindset is right now. Farm mid should be the mindset because there's nothing else for you to do. Good. Our mindset's sync. Goal Fury. That's the next plan. I like this plan. Next plan. Mid lane again. What are we basing for? Witchblade, I'm guessing. Yeah. Okay, Witchblade finish. Good base. Back again. Farm back RPs. Keep trying to get some stacks. Still at less than 40 stacks at 25 minutes in. Come on, Hippie. Come on. You can do better than that.
Killing spree.
Apollo's rotating over. This is a good rotation from your team here. You should be able to make a play on this. This is a Ben Sylvanas. Don't burn your ultimate for this. There's no reason to. I hope you don't. Okay. Another kill. Good card. Good card. Good card. Big card. Good stun. Ultimate not really needed. Ultimate wasn't really needed there. But it will help you out a lot. Good beads as well. Very good beads. Good beads. Oh, you used up to that portal. It's a tarp. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. It's a trap. So, now we're going to try and stay alive and escape. No, we're not. We're going to chase onto the Humbats. Be careful. This is dangerous. We should just be basing now. You get Phoenix for free on the right, which is fine.
Your team has destroyed a left enemy Phoenix.
Just looks like a slow win now. You gotta work though, Hippie, on some of these calls that you're making. That's the biggest issue you've got. What were you in now? I can't remember. Where did you say you were? Were you in Plat? We're Plat 3. I mean, Plat 3 at the moment, and you're making some really... To be honest, I'll be fair, Hippie, I'm going to be really judgmental of you here, but you're making some bronze mistakes right now. Of these positioning where you're like, let's just wander in, you know? I'll 1v1 you when I've got no wall coverage deep in enemy territory as Zhong with no escape. Like, come on, there's some rookie mistakes. If you play Zhong a lot, which I'm guessing you do, some of those mistakes, you know, shouldn't be happening in that lane. Your laning phase is really, really strong. Like, your laning phase was good. You did good poke damage overall. It may seem really critical, but you're better than this. And if you take away those mistakes, you'll be diamond. Take away these rookie mistakes, you'll be diamond in no time. That's the biggest issue right now that I can see with this play and how the game's gone out for you, is that we've seen you die 8 times total in this game, and I'd say at least 50% of them could have been prevented quite easily, and not because that means you wouldn't be involved in the fight at all. It just means that you would have played it a little bit better. That's the main thing you need to work on going into the next games, Hippie. Good luck with it though, buddy. I think you can be diamond. Just stop making these rookie mistakes. I don't know what they were about. They were kind of crazy. I think you'd slap yourself when you've been locking back through this and seeing what's gone on, because you definitely wouldn't normally make those mistakes if you had the opportunity to see it back, and you're not that bad. You're not that bad. Good luck in the next games though.